after their homes, extreme cleaners can be a lifeline. Like Maxine and daughter Jasmine.
You want ice cream?
No. I'm good, actually. Thank you very much.
There you go, ice cream for you.
Today, Maxine has been called to Luton by a young chap who has a cleaning crisis.
Hi, Maxine.
Hi,
How are you?
Christian.
All right? Nice to meet you. How are you? How are you? Come in.
22-year-old Christian lives with his mum in their two-bed flat. Mum Joy suffers from a form of arthritis and is in constant pain.
You want your shampoos in that, don't you, Mum?
Yeah, shampoo, conditioner.
That bloody wash.
Christian has been her full-time carer since he was a young boy.
I'd say about 15 years ago, Mum's health started decreasing more and more and more. Obviously, she started getting more ill as the time went by. She could do less and less and less. I was a lazy teenager, as you can see. I haven't cleaned up a lot of this house. Looking after a sick parent as well takes up a lot of your time. I have to help Mum in and out the bath because I can't do a lot for herself.
So you were the carer?
So I've always been a carer for Mum. But this is the front room.
Okay.
Slash Mum, obviously slash Mum's bedroom as well. There's a lot more junk in here than there is in other rooms. DVD collection and that, clothes everywhere. Just chuck away, there's no need keeping it.
Okay.
Joy's bedroom got into such a bad condition that Christian moved her bed into the lounge, where she now spends nearly all her time.
It's not very nice, a lot of cobwebs around.
Does Mum want to come back in here?
No, I think Mum wants to stay where she is.
Okay.
And then we're going to turn this into a living room or maybe a room for my little girl when she's a bit older, when she stays with Nanny and things.
Yes. How long have you been here?
20 years. I was a year old when I came here, so I've lived here all my life. So that's why I want the flat done, out of the way, and it's easy because I'm older now, so I need to move out and I don't want to leave Mum in a crappy place to live in. Push down. That's it. Push. She's just a caring and loving woman, and you know she deserves the best, and I'm going to try and give her the best. But my main goal for the clean house is to paint it, to refurbish it, and keep it that way. We'll be able to have family dinners around my house again, have Christmas around my house, have birthday dinners, and just enjoy it the way it should be, not having to worry about people coming in your home and it being a mess. Okay.
Christian and his mum are vacating the flat for 3 days.
One foot in front of the other, Mum. One foot in front of the other.
With them out of the way, Maxine and Jasmine can get stuck in, tackling the 2 decades worth of dust and grime.
Wow. I get excited. Wash up quite nicely, ready for painting. I'm just glad to be here to change someone's life. The most challenging part of my job is when the client is present on the job. You can hardly get things done. The client is present and you chuck things out and they go and bring it straight back.
Yeah, sometimes what really frustrates me is, you know, there's that one little bit where you scrub the life out of it and it's just not going anywhere.
It's really difficult sometimes to actually make people see that they need help and they need us to come in. And a lot of the time as well is old people, they don't want to admit that they can't look after their home anymore. And that's sad and quite heartbreaking, but they need...
We know they need help and we've got to do something for them. We may find it frustrating because we're having to talk our way in to be able to clean their home. So
let them
it's
understand.
tough at times.
It's been estimated that Britons have £5.7 billion worth of unused household items stashed away in their homes. Extreme cleaners are often called in when clutter tips over into hoarding. Like sisters Yvonne and Angela.
Oh, all these joyous things to look forward to now I'm getting older. I don't want to get old. I don't look that old, do
I? They are deep cleaning experts who've been in the business for nearly 2 decades.
From a young age, Ange, I just think we were destined to go into the cleaning trade.
I'll never forget cleaning a friend from school's house because
we were 13.
Yeah, we were really young and we didn't like the house, thought it was dirty, so we spent the whole day cleaning it while they were out.
Today's job brings them to Kent.
I'm Yvonne, pleased to
Hello,
meet you,
Yvonne.
sweetheart. And this is my sister.
I'm Angela.
66-year-old John has lived in his one-bed house for over 40 years. He buys in bulk and can't stand to see anything wasted.
Slight step over there.
Wow, we have got a lot of stuff in here.
A lot of what's in here is new. I can see 7 boxes of Christmas lights there.
All these Christmas lights are going incredibly cheap, and they will be nice for somebody that wouldn't otherwise have them.
So have you
Come
been buying
this
these
Christmas.
for other people, have you?
These
Is
are
that-
to give away. There's a few new things here, which I thought would make my life a little easier, but I've got nowhere to take them out of the boxes.
Yeah,
There's the grill.
teppanyaki grill.
That's a paella pan. That's going to be fantastic. Got the waffle cone maker and my steam cleaners. Two of, yes. It was buy one, get the second half price, so I just couldn't resist.
It was
and it's
a bargain.
such a useful thing to have. We have a look in my kitchen. It's a kitchen diner, actually.
Wow.
Hidden amongst the belongings are 2 cookers, 2 washing machines, 3 kettles, and for some reason 50 cans of sardines.
You like sardines?
They are the healthy option.
And to navigate your way to John's bathroom means taking your life into your own hands.
Just gonna get over the assault course. Take that box off.
No, well, not for the moment.
No way.
I can take your weight. Would you like an arm?
Okay, darling. I cannot move. Literally. I'm scared to touch anything in case it falls on me.
Most likely it would.
Oh, God. We've got it.
As a child, John was raised in post-war Britain, where possessions were scarce.
Back in those days, we'd just come out of rationing. There wasn't much of anything about. Even a piece of string would be saved, because where'd you get a ball of string? That was just the mentality of the day. Things were precious in those days. I think I'm back in that mindset.
Yvonne and Angela will try to tackle the clutter, but John is insisting on signing off on every item they want to discard.
Bits of wood, John. Can this go on the skip?
No, that's got use, so I've collected that.
They're a bit mouldy, so I'm going to throw them.
No, they're going in the car. They'll be used for cooking.
John, this is actually missing.
It's in there.
A wing.
It is there.
So has this got to stay?
For the moment. Just for the moment. That's a lost property bag.
I didn't know we had a lost property pile.
Well, we have now.
Do you keep in your aquarium?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
OK.
I'm going to put a plastic crocodile in there. Ah, more lost property.
This is how we feel today.
This is how we feel. But under here, we're going to do what we can.
Yvonne and Angela have just 3 days to clear 3 tons of clutter and make the house livable again. But with John overseeing it, it could be a challenge. It is estimated that hoarding is a problem that can affect up to 1.5 million people in the UK. When sufferers reach out for help, it is often extreme cleaners who are called in.
Every time you uncover something, you find more. It's never ending.
Yvonne and Angela are in Kent, struggling to clear hoarder John's home.
Not only is this a hoarding house, John likes to buy one, get one free. And there's numerous buy one, get one frees.
What you just picked
So
up?
far, they've only taken 6 bags out of the house, and very little of that has gone into the skip.
You want to keep that pot?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Somebody will be pleased with it. I haven't got room for it. I don't want to lose it.
Is that the lampshade?
That was it, yes.
This is broken.
But it's only broken on one side.
You still want it?
I think so, for now.
Empty box. Can I please take to the skip?
No, I want the box. I've got things to put in the box.
April 2003, Daily Mail.
That must be some kind of commemorative thing. It's not even been opened. Looks like crisp, but you open it and a huge spring pops out. That's got a place in my life. That will do for cleaning the draining board. We need that.
That was a waste of money, that skip, wasn't it?
No, we're getting there.
We're not.
We've not finished yet.
What I'm worried about is the gazebo, the John pile, is massive.
There's more keeping than anything else, John, at the minute.
Well, can you just trust me a little?
It's becoming clear just how hard it is for John to throw items away. So Yvonne and Angela have to change tack.
We have established in the last hour that John is not going to let us throw anything.
I am worried about his stress levels. Everything we take out, I can see him getting agitated.
We know we can't throw anything. We know that. So can we try and make an organised environment of everything that's in here?
That's the only thing we can try and do.
And make it a tidy pile of possessions. I want to make the time that we've got here work a little bit.
We won't give up.
The sisters decide to stack up John's belongings to show him what life could be like with a little order.
The skip word's the swear word in here right now.
With no bags coming out, John decides to see what Yvonne and Angela are up to.
Thank you so much. Look at that. It's a room. Look what you've done. Brilliant. Thank you.
Are you happy for us to carry on?
Please do. Look, you've proved yourself so far. How can I say not to continue?
Keep smiling.
We've got the bloody kitchen to do next.
Our way of cleaning is more intense than your average cleaner. You know, we don't wear the aprons and we don't have feather dusters, you know.
Sometimes.
Well, you know, it's between me and you.
We go off to do a clean, fair enough, but behind the scenes we have to do the risk assessments. We have to source the correct chemicals for the jobs. We have to meet and greet the clients. We have to go see them beforehand to reassure them that we're not going to chuck their stuff away.
People sometimes don't realise what you have to do. They really don't. When we get stuck in and we do it right, they think that mopping a floor is just a quick flick, but it's not. It's got to be done right. So people respect us, but they don't realise how hard we have to work, that's for sure.
Back in Luton, Maxine is peeling back the layers to discover decades worth of dust and dirt. All the walls in the two-bed flat need to be scrubbed to remove the layers of nicotine that are built up.
Look at that. From clean to dirty, dirty to clean. I think it's all come together, finally. Ah, after a hard slog. It's come together. And I'm happy. Back to its former glory from 16 years ago.
Joy and Christian are back to see how it's changed. 3 days ago, the flat was completely neglected.
Oh my goodness. So clean.
It is. God, you must have had a hard job.
My mum had me scrubbing up.
No way. I can imagine. Oh, yeah. I'm going to have to start actually putting things back in its place now. Like.
Yeah.
Right.
I just can't believe it. You've done a really good job. I didn't think anybody could do it, to be honest. It was that bad.
Oh.
All right, sure. It's good, isn't it?
Oh my gosh. It's just totally different. Before, there was just mess everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything is clean.
Yeah, it's lovely.
The cupboard is washed out. We washed all your cupboards out for you, Joy.
Oh.
With the flat now clean, Christian can give it the lick of paint it needs.
Yeah, it's lovely. We do. Thank you so much. It is lovely.
It'll be a new chapter for you.
It will be. It will be. I learned from my mistakes, so I know what to do now.
Thank you.
It's been a long and exhausting 3 days.
When we showed them the place, they came in and Joy was just like... Christian needed a nice place to look after his mum. He needed a decent place, and we've given him a decent place, and I'm happy.
Sometimes it can be really emotional out there. Sometimes the look that you get between the two of you, he or she will say thank you, and it's a great feeling. It's a real good feeling, that's for sure.
For us, I think children, whenever there's a child involved in a property that really, really is unpleasant, I find that, as a parent, I find that really hard to deal with.
There has been times where we've come out of a job and cried.
Yeah.
Actually
and we have
cried.
to compose ourselves before we go back in.
Oh my God, I cry. Sometimes I totally bawl with a client. I literally, and they're hugging me.
In Kent.
Ah, we don't want to lose that. It's for a notepad. It's quite decorative. Oh no, it's not, it's a cutting board. Something.
Yvonne and Angela are struggling with a hoarder who refuses to let anything go.
Right, John, here's a box for you to wade
Yes,
through,
indeed.
sweetheart. Shall I give you some bags?
But after 2 long days, they've finally made some progress. Having seen the space in the lounge,
It's amazing.
John has come round to the idea of letting some items go.
That's one nasty cooker.
He's allowed Yvonne and Angela to ditch 2 cookers and a fridge freezer.
Okay. Right, let's clean the bath. There is some grime on here, and it is coming off.
I'm doing some polishing, yay!
And after 2 days of hard work, they've almost finished the job.
I like this bit. Getting somewhere.
Before, you could hardly move in John's hall and living room. After limited success in discarding items, Yvonne and Angela have at least been able to give John some space to move around.
Of course, the stair carpet's going.
Previously, the bathroom was buried under half a ton of furniture and clutter.
Bathroom. This is fantastic.
You happy?
Happy, I'm ecstatic. Happy
You
doesn't
get in
cover.
and have a proper wash and a bath now, John.
I've got a home now. That's amazing. What do I say? Thank you.
You are
Thank you so much.
absolutely welcome, John. Now, look, we're walking down the hallway.
Indeed.
3 days ago, the kitchen was unusable, with every surface covered.
Get in.
No.
Now it's a big improvement.
Marvellous, thank you.
Although not perfect.
Look at those windows. My God. Can I clean the outside of the windows?
You certainly can.
The house is clean to that extent. It's worth the while cleaning the windows. It's an achievement. I've now something to work with, and it's achievable. It is actually within my grasp to have my home back.
It may not be the job Yvonne and Angela expected to do, but for John, it's a big step in the right direction.
I'm appreciating the gained space indoors. Now, this is creating more. It's been holding me prisoner for years, and it's gone. I don't have to step round it anymore. It's gone.
We've only been able to touch at the surface, really, in our eyes. But in John's eyes, we've made a massive difference.
And that's the thing here.
And that's what we've had to look at it differently, haven't we?
Yeah.
It sounds corny, but I do actually feel joyful. I've got so much to do. I want to get to bed early tonight. I'm going to get up tomorrow and start work again. I've got so much to do.
Bye, John. Bye-bye,
Out through
John.
the front door,
Fantastic.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye,
Thank
John.
you again.
We felt at times, Ange, that we were making somebody feel threatened, but we've had to deal with a grown man's emotions here and fears and anxiety and stress levels and all of them things. And we've done it. Get in. Yes.